All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Going to be touching on the top prop bets today on both PrizePicks and Underdog. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so the unfortunate thing with today's slate is that we are currently really not getting that many good prop bets. This is going to be a low volume day just across the board. We can start with some PGA prop bets. That might be a spot where we can attack, but really, this is probably going to be a lie by the time most of you guys are able to get in and play some prop bets. So I do want to call it this line for Patrick Rodgers here for his strokes. He's currently in the lead. He is typically a golfer that does choke a bunch when he has been in contention. So I'm kind of expecting him to have a poor round, but we are getting some pretty big prop line differences for him. If you guys play on BetR, the Jake Paul site, his stroke line is at 73.5 on that site. And so you could be betting the under there. And then Underdog has since bumped this line, but this was at 72. I ended up trying to do a middle there between both sites, but his line is at 72.5. You could still try to bet the over there and maybe just ends up shooting 73 and ends up being a push. But I want to call it these. We are getting some prop line differences. I personally think the course is going to play a little bit easier as it's projected to. And so, like, looking at Nick Taylor, Patrick Rodgers for over the birdies are better, I don't hate. We got Albert to not hit, to not get over 7.5 fairways hit. I'm okay with that. If you guys want to do these two, you can. I'm okay with it. We are getting some interesting lines here. Like FanDuel Sportsbook actually is favoring the over of 4.5 birdies or better. And if you guys wanted to do that, Underdog is currently paying out a little bit more for 4.5 birdies or better for him. So it's not a standard bet. I kind of like the under, actually. The data agrees with that, but it mostly just feels like a stay away. And that kind of echoes just the prop bets that we have today on today's slate. And so we'll go through and look at the rest of the prop bets that we have here currently for PrizePicks. Sure, we can attack some middling opportunities here for esports if we want to. And just as an FYI, guys, I am working on getting COD updated in there as well. That should be done today, I think, in the COD esports in there. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that just because, again, had the data, just going to implement that. Should be in there this afternoon, hopefully. Don't want to guarantee anything, but that's on my plan of things to get done today. But then we go ahead here and look at some of the college basketball prop bets that we're getting. Let's take a peek at Dylan Harper because we're getting several prop bets for Dylan Harper where we're being told to bet his unders, points and assists, points, rebounds and assists, points and rebounds. And we go to his rebounds. We're actually being told to bet his over of 4 slightly. That's only a 53.4% edge, so not exactly a bet that we would go out of our way to target, but let's just take a peek at him. And so we look at the lines that we're getting for him. So 4 rebounds. I think the chances are this one will be a push. Do I exactly want to target one that's going to be a push? No. Then we look at his PRA. Again, the data, the projection data likes the over here, but all other lines are kind of telling us to bet the under. Average sportsbook lines telling us to bet the under there. Then points and rebounds, that correlates pretty well. And then same thing with his points and assists. Obviously, they all correlate pretty heavily with his points. So I'm a little bit surprised that his points line is not one where we're being told to bet the under as well. That's interesting to me. But we're probably just going to do his points and rebounds prop bet. That's currently the best bet, even though he's projected to get the over. We can't really be choosy on a slate where we're just not getting that many good prop bets. We got Jacoby here for over his over his rebounds and assists. This is a decent bet. Gets a matchup with Iowa here, and we can see that he has been someone that's been pretty consistent, at least getting to 10, 8's a little bit too low, but 9, 12, 12. So kind of consistent there. I'm kind of okay betting on the over there, just agreeing with the average sportsbook line data, especially given the fact that the projection data likes the over there. Continuing on, this is a popular bet, and this one scares me. So we got Neil for over his rebounds and assists here of 8.5. Oh, and all right, PrizePicks that's just bumped this. This is still available on Underdog. Everyone's just been betting this one. I already got it at 8.5. My worry is that this is like public money here. It's not like the true Vegas odds. They're like true expectation for it, because like people are just like looking at the consistency of getting this over, that they're just betting it. I already got it at 8.5. If you guys want to bet it on better as well, I got that there. But you could also do this on Underdog. It's still available as a standard bet. As I'm recording this video, that might not be true by the time this is posted, given the fact that PrizePicks has already bumped this. Bruce Thornton, again, just kind of looking at it, guys. Points and rebounds. Okay. Average sportsbook line likes the under. Projection data likes the over. And this is just the theme here, guys, where we are betting his lower. Kind of just have to, because that's the slate that we have. We're not getting that many good prop bets. Kind of just like we're going to take a bet that has a 54% likelihood to hit, but I don't exactly love the fact that all the bets that we're pretty much chasing today, the projection data is telling us to do the opposite. And all be all, projection data is just there as a guideline. just it's going to be a low volume day. And then that's it in terms of the good bets that we are getting. Now we can take a peek at some of these fantasy score lines that we're getting here as well for college basketball, because we are getting a little bit of like middling opportunities, some prop line differences, but nothing too crazy. Like Chucky Hepburn, we could potentially bet is over. This one has a 53% chance to hit. Underdog has a little bit higher here, 1.45 higher. The average sportsbook line likes the over a little bit more, having it at about 33, almost 34. So not terrible, not exactly one we need to go out of our way to target. Another one, Reese for under his fantasy score, again, only about a 53% likely to hit, so not exactly great. One that was a better bet to start the day that I already got action on was Kadari Richmond for under his fantasy score. I wonder if, again, some public money got in on his like overs throughout this morning, to the point where it shifted the odds of this hitting, but still not a bad bet there. And then we do have a pretty big prop line difference here, guys, with PJ Haggerty, where we're seeing between PrizePicks and Underdog, there's a 4-4 prop line difference for him. So this does scream to me a middle. Okay, so at 31.5, the sportsbook data does like the over. The average sportsbook line, the projection data likes the over as well. But this is one where if we're betting on it, I think we are clearly getting a better edge here on PrizePicks, but we could also be betting the under on Underdog. So lots of little edges, nothing too crazy in terms of what the data is telling us to do. And so, guys, real quickly, get into the college basketball bet of the day. Not exactly a slate that, again, we don't really need to attack. I'm including two bets that are under 54% likely to hit in the bet of the day here. That kind of speaks volumes to the day, but did want to give you guys a 5-slip bet. We're getting some okay edges. Again, low volume day. I'm not going to attack it too much. That's what I'm looking like for PrizePicks in college basketball. Let's go ahead and jump on into Underdog. Again, guys, for Underdog or for PrizePicks, make sure to use the promo codes that are in the description of each video if you guys have never signed up before and are looking to place some of these prop bets. The promo code for Underdog is going to be 925 spelled out. You guys get a $50 deposit match using that. For PrizePicks, it's actually going to be the number 9 TO5. They'll give you guys an instant $50 when you spend your first $5. So take advantage of that, guys. Good stuff there. But yeah, guys, looking here, more the same on Underdog. So we have the Neil bet where we could place that. I'm kind of fine with that. We have one somewhat okay-ish under fantasy score prop bet. Danny Wolf was a better one earlier. They have since lowered his line a little bit, but still not terrible compared to PrizePicks. We're getting decent edge there. Donovan Dent, same thing there with his under fantasy score. We're getting some okay ones. And so, guys, Underdog actually was really bumping their lines a decent amount yesterday, so I don't exactly want to give a bet of the day. Like yesterday, I had to go in the comment section and be like, these lines updated, they're still good bets, even though Colin Murray Boyles let us down. Like his line went from 28.9 at the start of the day to 35 on Underdog, to the point where the under was favored there like an hour before the game lock. And I ended up betting his under there because I got both sides of it, but the data was telling us that line was too high. Annoying, because he had a terrible day. And so my early morning bets, the best I gave out to you guys, did not hit there. That was frustrating. But that has kind of been the theme. So like I can say like, yeah, if we're getting the Donovan Dent line and that's still there, the Danny Wolf line, I'm fine betting the under. Zuby, God, there's so many names, guys. Tough to pronounce. I need to get the media guide for how to say some of these guys' names, but we could bet his under fantasy score here. This is not a terrible one. Obviously, if Neil is still there, place that one. Bruce Thornton, if you guys want to use that one, you can. We're getting some okay lines. Perry here, but we don't want to go too low. Again, we're just not getting that many good prop bets, those ones that are over 54% likely to hit. So give you guys the PrizePicks bet of the day, showing you guys this so you guys can use some prop bets there as well for Underdog if you guys choose to do so. But that's gonna be all, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want access to any of the tools that you saw in this video, get access to the tools, the PrizePicks Underdog prop tools, but also the fantasy golf tools for $10 a month. Take advantage of that, guys. Great value. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck, and as always, let's keep cashing.